Hi, this is how we are going to make a grid in our sketchbook. First, we're going to turn our sketchbook orientation so that it is horizontal or landscape. And we are going to measure the width of our sketchbook. So lining up here, it's at the 0. My ruler's at the 0 and I'm on the inches side. I'm getting 11 inches wide. So I divide 11 by half. I know that half of 11 is 5.5. So I find the 5-inch and the 6-inch, and the long line in between 5 and 6 is 5.5. I'm gonna make a little dot, and I'm gonna scoot my ruler down. I'm gonna realign my ruler so it's at the 0 on this edge and the 11 on this edge. I'm gonna find 5.5 again, make a little mark. And then I'm gonna scoot my ruler down one more time, measure 5.5 for a third time. I have my dot. So now I'm going to use the straight edge of my ruler to line up the straight edge of my ruler with my 3 dots. I'm going to make sure that I can see the very top or the very edge of all my dots here. I'm going to lightly draw a line that connects them all, and it goes from the top to the bottom. Okay, so I have successfully divided my sketchbook into 2 equal sides. So now I'm going to measure the height of my sketchbook. So lining up here, it's at the 8. Even though I'm not at the 0 here, we can simplify this and just draw a dot at the 4. If you want to challenge yourself and get an accurate reading, this page is 8.5 inches, and that does include the binding at the top. So if we are looking at 8.5, half of 8.5 is 4.25. So it'd be right there. The reason I don't do this is because I'm not gonna be able to draw in where the binding is. So I scoot my ruler down to where it is lined up here at the 8, and there's just a little bit extra. So for our sketchbook purposes, we are going to just make a dot at 4 inches, because that would be half of 8. Again, I align my ruler so that I can see all my dots, and I lightly draw a line all the way across. So now I have a great beginning to start my grid drawing. Here's an example of what I want to draw that I can already see my 4 separate sections.